Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are just getting to see this beautiful face for the first time, let me tell you what I do on this channel. I talk about career, faith, lifestyle, and communication. Now, if any of these sounds like something that you always want to hear me talk about, then please do well to subscribe to my channel. So let's get straight to this video. In this video, I'm basically just going to share five most important lessons that I have learned on my career journey. Now, I like to believe that everybody's career is a journey, right? It's not like something you just reach once. There are phases, so you go through different phases in your career, and just like myself and other people that I know, we have journeyed through phases of our careers, right? I personally have not had an awesome career, but I also have not had a totally terrible career. Permit me. So let's just wing it. But anyways, in this video I'm going to be talking about 5 lessons that I've learned on my career journey. At the end of this video, you can drop a comment, tell me what are the lessons that you've learned on your career journey and how have they helped you reach the points that you are on your career journey. So let's get started. The first lesson that I've learned is to be open to failure. Failure, like when we're growing up, we're taught to always believe that failure was something you never should experience, right? You don't want to ever fail. You don't want to start something and not succeed in it. But the truth is, on your career journey, you are going to actually fail at some point, honestly. And failure is not totally a terrible idea. Like, you can actually learn from your failure, right? If you're so careful not to fail, you'll find yourself even failing, and you'll be so terrible you never just want to learn from your failures. And I think that's something that I have learned to be open to failure. I've learned to be open, and failure including like rejections also. I've learned to be open to, if I apply to 10 jobs today and I get 10 rejections, like I feel hurt, but I move on. Or if I interview for these roles and I still do not even get selected, I still move on. Like, I move on, but I learn from it. Like, okay, why was I not selected for this role? How did I do in the interview? Was the interview like terrible? Did I not do well or something? So I get to like learn from it. The second lesson that I've learned from my career is to take risks. Actually, from someone who is very like risk averse. Like I am not even a risk taker at all, to a large extent, but I still think on my career journey that I have decided that for me to get to the next phase, each time that I'm kind of stuck or I kind of want to do something, I feel like just take risks. Be open to taking the road that you're not sure where it leads, honestly. Be open to it, because if you're not open to taking risks in your career, you will never just find yourself in the next level. For example, if you want to take a job but then you are scared, or you don't know how the company is going to treat you or treat their staff or something, and then you tell yourself that you're not going to take the role, you're actually like doing yourself. Honestly, you're doing yourself, because if you don't take risks, how are you going to grow? How are you going to like grow? Take risks. If you're tired of your career, decide that you're going to change into something else after so much research and when you're sure. I know people who are 30 have changed their career path, like they've done something else from what they used to do earlier. And you know how people always feel like when you're 30, that's like you that whole significance that is attached to being 30. Honestly, don't even get trapped in that at all. Be open to taking risks. The third lesson that I've learned on my career journey is to never stop learning. Never stop learning. Only someone who does not realize or know the significance of learning will stop learning. Never stop learning, for so many reasons. Because on your career journey, the more knowledgeable you are, the more confident you become, the more you're able to even ask for a better salary or a better pay. So if you're not learning, if you're not growing, if you're not taking courses, taking on new challenges, if you're not just doing things that make you learn or grow in your career, then you actually not be able to become the best of yourself in that chosen field that you're in. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So always be open to learning, always be open to developing a skill that is actually needed in the market, right? For example, now most people I know are trying to get into tech. So you want to be a product marketer, you want to be a content writer, you want to be a growth marketer, you want to take on different roles, software development, just different roles in tech, because it seems like tech is actually where it's booming right now. But beyond just tech, like just develop yourself and learn new skills. If you're in education, what new skills can you learn? How can you grow? How can you make sure that you learn so that you're able to even ask for better pay and just make your life better? That is also an important lesson that I've learned. The fourth lesson that I've learned on my career journey is to build relationships. Honestly, like when I started my career, I was not great at building relationships. I was so good at burning bridges. If I didn't feel comfortable with you, then I never just want to have anything to do with you. Or if you treated me a certain way, I never just knew how to navigate people treating me badly or treating me in a way that's not nice. But I have actually learned on my journey that on my career journey that nobody can actually stand on their own. You always need people. My current job role, it was a friend who actually sent me the job link and was like, oh Yvonne, I think you should apply. And I was like, oh, thank you. Actually, this friend was my colleague at one of the organizations that I'd worked at before, and to date I still even send her like job opportunities. I send her roles and I'd be like, oh, you can apply for this and apply for that. And honestly, I'm so indebted to her. If I never kept a relationship with her, if I never built a relationship at my previous place of work, I possibly would not have had this lady send me a job link, And now I need you all to actually also know that in building relationship, you don't have to be so money conscious. I know people always say that exposure will not foot the bill. I understand that honestly, and I agree. But sometimes money is also not the payment always for kindness or for doing good or for offering a service. Like you can offer someone a great service, right, and that person will have you in their heart all the time. Like they'll always remember you whenever they feel like you'll be valuable for whatever they need to they have a need for, or their connection or their network will have a need for. So money may not always be the exchange for value sometimes, but build relationship. Now the fifth tip the fifth lesson, permit me, that actually like I have learned on my career journey is to believe in myself and be grateful. Those two things are together. Like I chose to put them together. First, be grateful because some people have it worse. That's why I tell myself a lot of times, like, if you feel like, oh, where you are is terrible, when you hear other people's story, you're going to be amazed. So on your career journey, be grateful for how far you have come, grateful for the lessons, grateful for failure, grateful for the people you met, grateful for your company, that you even had a company who could pay salaries to you. Just be grateful, right? And in tying gratitude to believing in yourself, right? When you are grateful, there is a sense of belief that you also have in yourself, knowing that if I have come this far, then I can still go farther than I have come, right? Now, there are a whole lot of things that can take you to a particular level in your career, but it does not actually take away the fact that if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not believe in the value that you can offer or the value that you can bring to the table, then you find it very terrible to actually scale through on your career journey. And that's me also talking to myself, because a lot of times, sometimes I tell myself that I exactly don't know what I'm bringing to the table. But honestly, if you don't know what you're bringing to the table, then why did they hire you? And you've been there for 6 months. Why have you not been sucked? That's what my friends tell me. When I tell them that, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, they'll be like, then if you don't know what you've been doing, how have you been navigating all along? Do you get? So always believe in yourself and do not say negative things to yourself. Always believe in yourself. So guys, these are the 5 lessons that I have learned so far on my career journey. What have you learned on your career journey? Have you learned any of the things that I mentioned here? If not, you can also just drop a comment in the box below and just tell me. Let's interact. What are some of the things that you've learned? And please do well to also subscribe to my channel. Actually, I'm also looking forward to your comments. See you in my next video. Bye.